Hey, Master Manio here, AKF Lexington Martial Arts and Keto Strong. What does it take to make a fantastic baseball player? What does it take to be the best ballerina? What does it take to be class president? What does it take to walk through the door of a martial arts school and go from a white belt to not just being a black belt to being a highly motivated and positive influence leader of a black belt? It's going to come down to a simple word, and it's called engagement. The painful, honest truth is that most people get into things and then move on long before they realize their true potential. They always think there's something else that they need to do. There's something else they need to try. Something else that's more important. They're not getting out of whatever they're doing what they wanted to get out of it. That last one's my fault. If you come into my martial arts school and you get started and you lose interest and you quit, that's my fault. It falls on me. There's no other excuse. If you're somebody who comes in and you move on to go do a different sport, it doesn't matter how many times you tell me you love what we're doing here. It's still my fault for not giving you the values to remain engaged and see through to your true potential. It just wasn't as important to you, or I didn't give you the tools to make it so. So one of the things that we do here to try to help with engagement is we have this thing called the 42-Day Kick It Challenge. I'm not trying to sell it. It's actually full right now. I'm not enrolling in it anyway right now. However, if somebody happens to get interested in doing it, I happen to know the owner. I could probably make something happen. But that's not what I'm doing this for. I'm talking about engagement. How do we get people to become amazing? This program that I have that takes 42 days to complete is a make or break. You either successfully complete it or you're not able to continue in my program. It's for ages 7 to 12, although I can go up to as old as 17. And I have actually used the book with people that are older than that and even younger than that, just to help the family become more engaged with their students and understand what's happening. The reason behind this book, it has 11 chapters, and each one of these chapters has several sections. The sections are things that are designed to make a couple things happen. And it all boils down to engagement. The first one is that you're supposed to be figuring out what it is that you're supposed to be learning here. You're not just coming here for fun, even if you are. You're not just coming here to learn to kick and punch. You're not just coming here for self-defense. You're not just coming here for confidence. You're not coming here for self-control. Yes, you are. You're coming for all those things. But what you're coming here to do is learn how to learn. And at the same time, myself, or the other people that instruct, we have to engage with you and learn how you learn. If we don't do that, if you don't learn what's expected and then try to do it, and I don't learn how you learn and then try to teach you that way, we're going to miss the boat. And then we're missing a major section. Ever heard the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child? I'm a firm believer in that. And so much so that when we get truly engaged, this program, this 42-day challenge, it requires the student to actually walk out, get in the car, and talk to their parents. On week 3 and week 6, they have to come back in and show me their workbook and discuss every single chapter that we've gone over and show me the things that they have been learning in class. Most people fail at that first meeting, that week 3, because they don't take me seriously, which is why people don't get engaged in the martial arts right off the bat. They come in thinking they're here to have fun, and when the fun starts to boil off and the demand becomes more serious, or there's another sport that opens up, or something else in life gets in the way, they go on and they lose focus. They lose that engagement, and that's why this book, when you meet with me on week 3, there's no exception. You must meet with me or you do not get to do class, period. I will pull you out of the class the very next time you try to show up. Why? Because it's time for you, me, and mom, or dad, or grandma, or whoever's bringing you, to discuss whether or not everybody's engaged. I need to know that you're listening and that you're doing your homework. And when I find out you failed, we immediately tell you how we're going to help you succeed. It's not about being a test or aha, you did it wrong. It is, Excellent. This is what I was expecting, and this is why we're doing it. Therefore, this is how we're going to get engaged. And from now on, you're going to carry that book with you everywhere, so that I or my team or any black belt in the school can look at that book and go, "Hey, can I give you an answer?" Because we're allowed to do that. It's not a test. This is an open book test, I guess you could say, which I always thought was funny. The idea is to help you learn and make you realize that we're actually paying attention and communicating with each other. Your parents are now learning that they can talk to us, and that there's going to be questions, and questions are good. We're also going to find out that we're talking in a big circle, so that no matter if you're at home and you have behavior problems, we find out here, consequences here. Your behavior is bad at school, we find out here, consequences here. Not horrible. We work with you as a family to make sure that the consequences that are here match what it is you're trying to accomplish. It just shows the village effect. That village effect creates an amazing engagement. Now, not too long ago, I posted a YouTube video, blog, post, podcast about the topic was, or the title was, is martial arts better than baseball? And and of course, the title is intended to get your attention. You have to listen to that podcast to learn more about that. But how do professional ball players get so good? It's called practice. A lot of you are probably in baseball or some other activity, and some of you are probably taking it pretty dang seriously. Let's talk about one that I think is amazing. The last time you watched a college football game, if you watched the whole game, what was more amazing? Watching the football game and the plays that the offense and the defense are doing over and over and over again, trying to win the game, or at halftime, that unbelievable marching band that came out, and at first you're like, yeah, whatever, and then you're like, holy man, and you hear them and you watch how they move together, and it's just like, whoa, holy man. I watch my students on the mat trying to do a form that has 12 moves all at the same time in the same manner, and it don't look that good. By the time they get black belt, I want it to. But at first, it's not there. It takes engagement to get there. At least 2 times a week. In my 42-day challenge, if you're not coming for 2 days a week, you're in the wrong place, man. You're in the wrong martial arts school. You need to go someplace where hobbies are what you're there to do. We're not here just for somebody to truly just kind of do occasionally. You're going to get bored, and you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to be wasting your money when we're truly trying to focus on producing quality and produce a result here. Now, and that's most martial arts. They want you to accomplish something, not just here. But we really take it seriously. We want you engaged, and that is going to be how you get there. The next time you watch a marching band, I'm going to try to, on the YouTube video that I'm going to do with this, I'm going to try to show a video of a marching band that I saw on TikTok not too long ago. It's not spectacular. It's just simple and quick. And I want you to watch how well they march when they start marching off the field or towards the other end of the field. I don't know where they're going. Watch their feet. It's amazing. Every right foot steps when the right foot steps, every left foot steps when the left foot steps, every foot steps at the same exact distance. Everybody rocks their body at the same distance. It is amazing. How does that happen? It doesn't happen once a week. These people, we have a family in the school that has opened my eyes to this. They're a wonderful family. I absolutely love them, and it blows my mind that they take marching band as serious as they do. I have a lot of respect for them. Not because I like marching band stuff. I don't. I respect how incredibly talented they have become because of how dedicated and engaged they are in the process. It is impressive. So, if you want to know how to become a fantastic, unbelievably well-motivated, well-developed black belt in any martial art that you do, it's called engagement. How do you do it? Talk to your instructor constantly. Follow up at least once every 3 months, nothing more than that. Make sure you ask questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. And then, of course, make sure you set up goals with that instructor and make sure that you communicate amongst everybody. Behavior around, success around, and failure around. What do I mean by around? I mean everybody should know what's going on. And everybody should agree or disagree to disagree on where you are now versus where you're going. In other words, you must communicate. 5-year-old little Johnny doesn't have to agree with you. But if he's getting what it is you're trying to give him to better his life, then maybe sticking to it because you're engaged in his betterment, it might be the way to go when he suddenly says, I don't want to go anymore. If you're getting what you need out of it, stay at it. Communicate, get engaged. If you don't feel engaged, talk to the head instructor, find out how you can. For us, 42-day challenge, it's a great solution. Ask me about it sometime.